Once upon a time in the quirky town of Wobbleville, there lived a peculiar family of ducks. Duke, the dad duck with a fascination for collecting shiny things, Dottie, the mom duck who could quack the loudest lullabies, and their three ducklings, Wibble, Wobble, and Bobble, who always found themselves in amusing mishaps. One sunny morning, Duke discovered a sparkly object on the shore of the Wobbleville pond. His eyes gleamed with excitement as he picked up what looked like a magical, glittering pebble. "Look at this, Dottie," Duke quacked. "It's the shiniest thing I've ever seen." Dottie inspected the pebble and noticed tiny inscriptions on it. "It says, 'Beware, this pebble will make things funny.'" "Oh, Duke, be careful with that thing." But before Dottie could finish her warning, Wibble snatched the pebble and ran off. "Let's see if it's true," he chirped, tossing the pebble into the pond. Suddenly, the water began to bubble and shimmer. Out popped a fish with enormous, googly eyes and a broad grin. "Hello, ducks. I'm Flip-Flop, the silliest fish in Wobbleville," he announced, flopping around and making funny faces. Wobble and Bobble couldn't stop laughing. "This is amazing," they quacked in unison. Flip-Flop wiggled his fins and performed a series of somersaults. "I have a game for you, my feathered friends. Follow me." Curious and excited, the duck family followed Flip-Flop to the deepest part of the pond, where they found a hidden, underwater amusement park. There were rides, games, and the funniest sea creatures they had ever seen. Wibble hopped onto a giant, spinning seashell that twirled him around so fast his feathers got all ruffled. Wobble found a trampoline made of seaweed and bounced so high he almost touched the surface of the pond. Bobble discovered a tunnel of bubbles that made the silliest sounds whenever he swam through it. Dottie and Duke laughed as they watched their ducklings enjoy themselves. "I guess this pebble really does make things funny," Dottie quacked. But the fun didn't stop there. Flip-Flop led them to a stand where a crab named Crinkle sold the best seaweed snacks. "Try my crunchy seaweed crisps. They're so good, they'll make you giggle." Wibble, Wobble, and Bobble eagerly munched on the snacks, and soon, they were giggling uncontrollably. Even Duke and Dottie couldn't resist trying a few, and they, too, burst into fits of laughter. As the sun began to set, the duck family thanked Flip-Flop and Crinkle for the hilarious day. "Come back anytime." Flip-Flop waved. "Just toss the pebble into the pond, and the fun will begin." Back at their nest, Wibble placed the magical pebble on a shelf. "We'll save this for another day," he said with a grin. From then on, whenever the ducks needed a good laugh, they knew just what to do. And so, in the quirky town of Wobbleville, the ducks lived happily and humorously ever after, always ready for their next funny adventure.